Okay, well, after a 1 week delay and America getting it sooner than Australia, we finally have Riftbound. This is going to be my first ever card unboxing, my first ever trading card game as well, so I'm keen to try it out, see if it's any good. I mean, I've already played the launch event and it was quite fun. The rules were quite interesting, but they've got room to grow. I do have 3 boxes right now, but I do plan on getting more. So I'm probably only going to unbox one at a time and do multiple videos. I think just for the sake of my OCD, I'm going to open the one with the label on it because it is annoying me a little that there's a label and the other ones don't have one, but I'm just going to open it real quick. So I believe that 24 boosters in a box. I thought it told you somewhere what you get in each pack potentially. It's a certain amount of commons, rares, and legendaries. Oh well, I can't see it, but we will open this up now. There's 24 booster packs in a box. Yeah, packs look pretty nice. We'll tip them out, we'll do it that way. 24 glorious packs. I'll put the right side away, and I guess we will start with the left-hand side. They do not have They don't have alternating pack art. It's just all Ari on the front. 14 cards per booster. Let's start with the first one. Ooh. So there has been some concern with the quality of the cards, because America did start opening them first and they were not too good on the edges, but these don't seem too bad. So we'll have to see. So we've got Orb of Regrets, Wielder of Water, Chemtech Enforcer, Mega Mech, Confront, Sneaky Deckhand, Trifarian Glory Seeker, Wildclaw Shaman, Zornite Bouncer, Face Breaker. Still not at the... These are the uncommons, I believe. Clockwork Keeper. And we have our first champion card, champion unit, Udyr. Quite nice. The foil is super nice. It's not as crazy as some of the other card games, but it's not bad. I might just put that aside to sleeve it. And we have a 1,000-tailed Watcher. These cards are super important in certain decks out there. I know the Ari decks rely on them pretty heavily. And Recruit Token also comes as a buff. Recruit. I'm going to sleeve those 2 cards because they're actually very decent. Currently using Dragon Shield Perfect Fits. They are very tight. I don't think the Udyr... You can't get Udyrs in Overnumber just because he's a normal champion unit at the moment, but getting him in foiled is pretty cool. He's an interesting card as well. He's got lots that you can choose to do with him, but We'll put those two aside. The bulk can sit over here. Second pack. I'm going to go slow at the start and then we'll go a little bit quicker after that. These packs aren't opening too well. Legion Rearguard, Stupefy, Stalwart Porro, Cleave, Bilge Water Bully, Ride in the Wind, Hidden Blade, Garbage Grabber, Vengeance, Traveling Merchant, Orb of Regret. That is a foil version of Orb of Regret. It's, I mean, the foil on these is, it's okay. It's not the craziest foil I've ever seen. Mage Seeker Warden as the rare, and Falling Star as a foil as well. Falling Star is also another card that's it's needed in a lot of decks. So it's actually, I'm quite happy that we're getting some of the current meta cards, I guess you'd call them. I'm not going to sleeve all the holos because that would probably be a waste of time. Third pack. Yeah, some of the cards they've got some interesting edges to them. Meditation, Disintegrate, Fallen Comet, On Guard, Packer Cub, Ember Monk, Call to Glory, Void Seeker, another good card, Discipline, another very good card. Our first Battlefield, Altar of Unity. Nice holo. Again, it's not the craziest holo. I think they're supposed to get better with like the more rare the card is, I guess. Misfortune, Champion Unit. Ooh, that is an alt art, Leona. That looks really nice. Yeah, the holo definitely has gotten much nicer with the rarity of the card. You can actually see quite a bit of texture in there. I'm recording in 4K, so then I can really show off the what the cards look like, because not too many people record in really high quality, but that's quite nice. Gonna sleeve that one for sure. Yeah, the card edges on these on the higher rarity cards is definitely a lot better than the lower rarity cards. There we go. The packs are getting a little bit easier to open, but still not the best. Ego Apprentice, Charm, Hextech Ray, First Mate, Gust, Call of the Week, Challenge, another Battlefield, Aspirant's Climb? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Herald of Scales, Unlicensed Armory. My cat is in the booster box. Get out. Nine-tailed Fox, Ares. Ooh, and that's a foil as well. That's really nice. I do plan on building an Ari deck, so I actually do need that card. I'll put that aside. Mistfall, Hollow. Yeah. See how like the edges are quite frayed on these cuts? It's not amazing, but I have seen some pretty shocking ones. And White Flame Protector as the end card. I need to remember what the what the rarity scale is in this. I can't actually remember. I know from playing League of Legends, gold is like the second highest rarity, and then there's like a red gem down there. But yeah, that's a super nice card. Again, the holo isn't the craziest holo effect, but it's still very nice. Definitely going to be sleeving the Ari as well. I do plan on playing Ari, so I needed this card to build an Ari deck. So yeah, quite nice. I might sleeve some of the other holos later, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that right now. Pit Crew, Rune Prison, Sky Splitter, Morbid Return, Forge of the Future, Pit Rookie, Undercover Agent, Sigil of the Storm as a battlefield, Pack of Wonders, it's a gear, Singularity, Flurry of Blades, Heimerdinger as a champion unit in foil, that's quite nice. Harness Dragon, foil, and a Fury Rune. There are six different colors, I think. There's Mind and Body, Fury, Calm. I can't remember the other two. Mind, Body, Fury, Calm. No. Mind, Body, Fury, Calm. I honestly can't remember. Heimerdinger, again, quite nice. And I've only had a couple of the runes so far, but we'll soon find out. Jeweled Colossus, On Guard, Cleave, Cruel Patron, Confronts, Cemetery Attendants, Vanguard Surgeons, Another Battlefield, Back Alley Bar, Windwall, Whirlwind, Herald of Scales, Solari Shrine, that's very pretty. Kane, champion unit. Another needed card in Teemo decks apparently. Order's one of the other ones, there we go. So right now, we've found a couple runes. Order, Calm, Fury, Mind, Body, and then, again, I can't remember the other one. But we'll soon see. Stupefy, Wielder of Water, Blazing Scorcher, Cannon Barrage, Mystic Porro, Forge of the Future, Bilgewater Bully, Bandle Tree, Battlefield, Vanguard Helmets, Wallop, Playful Phantom, Unlicensed Armory, Ari, champion unit, nice. Again, I wanted to build an Ari deck, so far it looks like I will be able to at the moment. And a recruit token. I'm just going to sleeve a couple that I've missed so far. This card here you could get as a promo from a couple events. People are selling it for like ridiculous amounts of money. But, I mean, the standard card looks just as nice. I have sent some Chinese promos to get graded by a company called Arc here in Australia. So when I get those back, I'll do an unboxing video because they've got some super nice packaging. Kane, again, quite a nice champion unit. Just put those to the side. Another pack. Some of these packs open really well. Some of them do not open well at all. Consult the Past, Stalwart Porro, Noxus Hopeful, Megamech, Shipyard Skulker, Typharian Glory Seeker, Dune Drake, another Battlefield, Fortified Position. I haven't seen every single card in the set. I've kind of been trying to stick away from spoilers because I wanted to open this up myself. Oh, nice. Kaiser Legend Unit. Showstopper set signature spell. Very shiny. That one's nice. Calm Rune and a keyword card. They put these in the back of every pack so you can see what each keyword is, which is quite good. Just so they don't have to put it in every single just so they don't have to write it on every single card, I think was the reason for doing that. From what I've watched of competitive gameplay, Kaiser is like the #1 deck right now. She's just like out of the hundreds of people that are entering in China, like more than half of the decks that people are playing are Kaiser. So it'll be nice to see the meta shift in coming sets, because I mean it's not that it's boring that there's only 2 different decks that are at the top, but it's, I don't know, you kind of get over seeing the same things played over and over again. But each to their own. Stand United, Palsy Porro, Fallen Comet, Sire Scout, Soaring Scout, Pit Rookie, Gusts, Captain Farion, Spirit Refuge, Retreats, another Battlefield, Sigil of the Storm, a Nivea champion unit. The contrast of the blue and the orange is super nice. Yeah, that's very nice. Ava Achiever in a hollow foil, whatever you want to call it, and another token. I'm actually just going to leave those unsleeved for the moment. I'll go back and find them afterwards. Yeah, this is my first trading card game. I mean, I did play Yu-Gi-Oh when I was much younger. I've collected some amount of Pokemon, but being a long-time League of Legends player, I thought it would finally be time to get into a card game. I've always wanted to play Magic or something similar, but I'm not sure. Nothing ever really piqued my interest the way that this card game did. And playing the Grand Stratagem, playing the release event was super nice, and I enjoyed it. So, Tide Turner, Body Rune, and a token. I don't really know if any of like the rare hollows really go for too much at the moment. I think people are really just chasing the big cards and also the popular cards. Blazing Scorcher, Pit Crew, Clockwork Keeper, Get Excited, Cruel Patron, Cannon Barrage, Shipyard Skulker, Scrapyard Champion, Solari Chief, Porro Herder, Windwall in a hollow actually. Again, the rare hollows really aren't, they're not that hollow, to be honest with you. And yeah, you can see at the top of this card, the cut just is not, it's not very clean. It's don't know, they could do a lot better, but I mean, it's their first TCG, so Vayne, nice. That's a good card. With the darker hollows, you really can't, they don't look as good as the really bright colored holographic cards. Yeah, still a nice card. Oh, one more card. Nice, Mind Rune. So you can get alternate art runes, and that is one of the rarer hits. Is yellow. Yeah, wow, that looks insane. Check that out. So the holographic patterns definitely do get crazier with the type of card that it is. Yeah, that's super nice. But again, the top is all frayed, and it's not the best. But you know, I'm gonna sleeve that. I think with these runes, I think I'm gonna try and get a set so I can play with them, as I would like to have a nice interesting set of runes to play with. Again, I'll come back and sleeve some of these other hollows afterwards, as I don't really want to just leave them in the open, I guess. Consult the Past, Rune Prison, Magma Worm, Soaring Scout, Mobilize, Morbid Return, Daring Porro. That is very nice. The Dreaming Tree. I thought that at one point they were going to make Battlefields holographic cards, but I think they decided not to. So then people didn't feel like scammed out of a holographic slot. I mean, I would love to see some of the Battlefields in maybe like full arts. That would be pretty cool. Bounty Hunter Misfortune, another decent pull. Volibear. This is, I think it's just a standard Volibear unit card. Teemo, Strategists, Hollow. Nice. I seem to be getting a good amount of different cards in terms of the different legend units. I have seen people open packs and not get too many different legends and champions. So we are halfway through the box now. Sorry if this is taking a little longer than normal. Well, it's not normal because it's my first time doing it. So you know what? I'm gonna make you sit here for way longer than you'd like, and then I'll get quicker as I unbox cards later. Again, there's lots of cards that I haven't seen before. Victor champion unit. I can't remember if that's an alt art or not. It might be. Set champion unit and an order rune. So it looks like the alt art runes don't actually take up. They don't take up one of the. They don't take up a holographic slot. They take up a rune slot or a token slot, which is nice because again, you're not getting. You don't feel like you're losing a holographic slot in the pack to a rune, and you're getting it at the end. Cleave, Lecturing Yordle, Cemetery Attendant, Back to Back, Arena Bar, Stack Deck, another Battlefield, Facebreaker, Whirlwinds, Mistfall. I believe I got that earlier. Nocturne, Hollow, quite nice, and another rune. Was there another card after the Nocturne? Nope. I have a feeling that all the champion units are holographic because they are in that rare slot. It'd be strange to get them in non-holographic, but it's nice that they are holographic units. Charm, Sky Splitter, Riptide Rex, Clockwork Keeper, Sire Scout, Petty Officer, Flurry of Blades, Sundisk, Catalyst of Eons, another needed card, Candlelit Sanctum, Sneaky Deckhand, Party Favors in a holographic, Jinx Demolitionist in holo, very nice, and another recruit token. So I guess like the the chase cards in these packs are the signature overnumbered cards. So you can get what's called an overnumbered card, and it's almost like a secret art illustration. And the art actually comes from artists at Riot, which they basically choose their favorite champion, and then they get to make like a special card for that champion, which is really cool because it lets artists that might not have ever done art for that said champion before to have their own take on what they would imagine the champion to look like, which is really rad. Chemtech Enforcer, Sprite Call on guard, First Mates, Stealthy Pursuer, Cull of the Weak, Raging Soul, Symbol of Solari, Reinforce, Pouty Poro, Pack of Wonders, Tarek, Champion Unit. I'm interested to see Tarek be used in later decks. I think he seems like he could be really strong, but right now people aren't really using him that much, but I'll be keen to see what he looks like later. Mind Rune again. Get Excited, Orb of Regret, Playful Phantom, Stormclaw Ursine, Ember Monk, back to back, Mobilize. Again, another card that people are loving in the current meta. Novari, Fighting Pits, Ravenbloom, Student, Spoils of War, Shakedown, Teemo, Legend Unit, nice. Last Breath, signature spell for Yasuo. So yeah, each legend or champion has their own signature spells as well, which you kind of need for them, really. No. I'm going to have to start a second pile. Damn, that's horrific. Pouty Poro, Stupefy, Sunlit Guardian, Legion Rearguard, Gust, Typharian Glory Seeker, Targon's Peak, Tarek's home area, Faithful Manufacturer, Sabotage, Jinx, Rebel, Champion Unit. Very nice. And a Chaos Rune. Chaos. I think that's the one that I couldn't remember. Mind, Body, Fury, Calm, Chaos, and Order. There we go. That's all 6. I promise I actually know what they are. Lecturing Yordle, Find Your Center, Flame Chompers, Morbid Return, Hidden Blade, Flurry of Blades, Rebuke, Traveling Merchants, Typharian Warcamp, Adaptatron, Promising Future, very pretty card. Leona, Champion Unit. And Lee Sin, Champion Unit. Yeah, look at that. The holo on that is just... It definitely has to do with the texturing that they put, or the art that they put on the card, because that is just so nice. And Sprite. I still actually don't know what my hits are for this box, because I don't really know if this is an alt or not. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and try and figure it out. I have a feeling that the Leona that I pulled earlier is one of the hits. Let's have a look. I believe that Leona alt art is one of the hits. I don't know if that Lee Sin is. I can't remember. Again, I need to study up a little bit more on what the hits are in the boxes. We have 4 more packs, including this one: Smokescreen, Stalwart Poro, Magma Worm, Faithful Manufacturer, Arena Bar, Ride the Wind, Petty Officer, whatever her name is, Zorn Warrens, Dangerous Duo, Stupefy, Singularity, Convergent Mutation, and a Calm Rune. That is a pretty normal pack. I feel like I've been getting quite a lot of the champion units and legends, which is nice to see. And that Ninetail Watcher at the very start in that first pack, or second pack, that was extremely unexpected. Orb of Regret, Defy, Brazen Buccaneer, Eager Apprentice, Mobilize, Sneaky Deckhand, Call to Glory, Energy Conduct, Energy Conduit, Mindswept Hillock, Fading Memories. That's 2 battlefields in one. Oh, is that holo? I think it is. So you can get holo battlefields, but again, it'd be nice if they were full art battlefields. Mind Splitter, that's another card that you really need when you're playing certain decks. Last Stand, another good pull, and Token. Do not mind my rubbish pile in the corner. Don't judge me. 2 more packs. I'll see if I can get this video out as quick as possible, because I know America already has their cards, but here in Australia it just released today, and I'm very keen to play. I'm really keen to build a deck. I'll be keen to know in the comments below if people are keen for this game, if they want to, like, what deck they want to build, what champion they want to play. Darius Legend, nice. Fury Rune. Last pack of the box. I feel like this needs to have something in it. Unless I've pulled something that was the other pull of the box. But if anything, I think this pack has to have something in it. Otherwise, I could be going crazy. We'll know by the second or the third box what the pulls are, but... Okay, Lee Sin, Centered, Champion Unit. Okay, so that must be... The other Lee Sin must be the alt art, because that is Lee Sin, Champion Unit, Centered. So, yeah, it seems like that Lee Sin and that Leona were probably the 2 pulls for the box. Echo Recruit, Seal of Strength, and a Recruit token. So, all in all, not too bad of a box if you ask me. There's a lot of holos that I didn't actually, I didn't sleeve, but we got a few. I'll go through them. Lee Sin, Centered, Last Stand, Mind Splitter, Leona. That Mind Rune is just so... It's so nice. Showstopper, Kaiser, Kane, Ari, Heimerdinger, Harness Dragon, Ninetail Fox, White Flame Protector, Falling Star, Udyr, Thousand-Tailed Watcher. Again, very nice card. And that was pulled in every single pack. Thank you very much for watching. If you did, I might just put this up as a completely uncut video, and then we can come back and laugh at this at a later date if I keep doing this. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you enjoyed the video being in 4K. I really wanted to show off what the cards actually look like, because it can be really hard to tell at times what certain cards look like, especially the texture in them. But yeah, thank you very much. See you later.